dude.
What?
You fucking poor ass, weak ass.
Welcome to Skids Podcast. I'm your host, Shane Kopke. I am here with Tim Gage and Kevin McNichols, who is simulating jerking off two dudes at once.
It's the Trump dance.
That's not what you're
They're
doing.
eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
I like
Yes,
how
have
you
a
went
little
with the
tap
Bernie
there.
Sanders
And
sound.
then his shoulders go into it too.
Yeah. It's like gone viral, man. Everybody's
Actually,
doing it.
that is the funny thing. There was a touchdown that happened in, I think, the
Yeah,
NFL.
and he did the dance.
He did the fucking Trump dance.
Everyone's doing it, man.
Well, I guess he got fined like a week before for some, like an unsportsmanlike or some shit like that. Yeah. And so he's like, fuck it, I'll just do the Trump dance. It's hilarious. Anyway, so if you guys don't notice that last week, we kind of had a best of show.
Thank you,
fellas.
Because the computer just went and died.
Yeah, our computer exploded.
Well, my computer. Fuck you.
The
We're
show's
hoping it doesn't happen
computer.
again.
No,
Yeah.
that is the thing. I mean, obviously, if you hear this, we got it out. But it was throwing up some weird code from the motherboard, so it wasn't posting, which, you know, kind of is an important part of having the computer start up. Fuck you, Tim.
I got something stuck in my eye.
Yeah, it's probably cum.
No, I got all that out.
Yeah.
I
So
doubt
we
it. There's so
basically
much.
we were doing our
Tim's like,
election
I don't have
episode.
floaters. I have semen.
So we were doing our election episode when it happened, and we got about half an hour in,
Yeah.
and so
Well-
at some point we are going to upload that half an hour so you can watch it.
Find it on our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
This is kind of the time to start it, Kevin.
How are we going to start a Patreon? We have to fucking make money, don't we?
That's how you start
go to
the
website. You go to the website, you start one up, and then people pay memberships
Yeah.
to get into the Patreon.
We've been giving this shit away for free.
It's a big mistake.
Well, you kind of have to have enough viewers.
viewership?
who wanna
No,
actually,
look, all we have to
you
do,
know.
look, if we could just convince 10 people for like $5, that's $50 we could just put back into the show each month.
No, that's true.
See what I'm saying? It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to buy things and make the fucking show better.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll buy us a new
I don't
RAM
think it
because
needs
that's
to be
probably
any
the
better,
problem on the
guys. I
computer.
think we're
Yeah.
we're at our peak right now.
Which is sad.
There's no
because
way-
there's no way to
Yeah.
get better.
We're on the apex of
Oh,
the show
man.
right
Ah,
now.
fuck.
So all that's left is the downturn, which is
Well, let's just hope it's a plateau.
Yeah, that'd be
there you
nice.
go.
That'd be not so bad.
I like how you guys are so bad at geography that all you know is hills. Fucking idiots.
I know what a plateau is.
No, I know that, but
I
you're
played
just
Red Dead Redemption.
both of you dummies are like, man, all we got is the downside of this fucking hill.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's typically how the saying goes.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
we're going with the plateau.
All right, so we plateaued.
In fact,
Like the COVID did. Remember how it was
So
plateauing?
what about an embankment?
Yeah, it's a good
Can we
point,
have an
Kevin.
embankment?
well,
done,
since you
Kevin.
live under one and jerk off dudes for $20 a pop.
Lucrative
He's a sex
business.
offender with a record. He gets 6 months in Chino for exposing himself to an 8-year-old.
That does sound like something Kevin would do.
Playful secrets.
Playful secrets.
Kevin's favorite phrase to a child is, "Can you keep a secret?"
Yeah, I know.
Get your fat ass back here.
Fucking queer.
Now I'm on the list. Thanks, guys.
We can turn this into an hour of just making Kevin
I
pedophile
have
jokes.
to drive through this thing again. It's been a
I'm
while.
out.
so
I'm leaving.
Let me make sure we got
Yeah,
all these sounds going.
So
Are you sure you want to leave? Would you like to take a seat?
fuck off,
Why
Chris.
don't you grab a
Hansen.
seat? Yeah, eat a slice of pizza.
So you can leave anytime you'd like.
Yeah.
Are the
I-
cops out
yeah,
there?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Are they?
Oh, what's that gun for?
Game over, man. It's game over.
Well,
What the fuck are we gonna do now?
here's pedophilia.
Among other
You seen
things.
that meme, the one where it's like pedophilia pills or medication? It's just a box of ammunition.
I've made that point before. I'm like, first off, it does solve a lot. Like, it is a pill that solves a lot of problems.
It really does.
You're like, got
It does.
cancer?
Yeah.
Take one of these.
Being robbed?
Yeah.
Here's the cure.
Have fucking, what is it, ALS?
Yeah.
Is it ALS?
Yeah.
Can you even hold a gun with ALS?
That's, you're a little shaky, is my guess.
Yeah, a little
so,
shaky.
you
You can
know.
always get a volunteer to help you.
No, you can't, because that's murder.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's still murder.
Kinda. It depends
Well,
on what state you're in. It's
that's
weird.
true.
Here's the crazy
That is
thing.
true.
So, you guys ever listen to No Effects?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Fat Mike actually did kill his mom.
Oh, that's
Like he even talked about it later on.
He killed his mom?
Yes, because so the way it works for the assisted suicide, I guess.
Oh, it was assisted suicide?
So-
Oh.
She ended up taking. They gave her a shitload of. I think it was oxycodone or Valium or some shit like that, and I mean like a lethal dose.
Yeah.
But she wasn't dying, and even the doctors told her before, or told them before, like you might have to put a pillow over her face. And so
Jesus,
that's
dude.
what. Well, she wasn't dying. It was like an hour into it, and she wasn't dying. So he just,
That's fucking terrible. Oh my God.
dude, she had cancer for 7 years. I think this was probably better than the cancer she'd been dying.
Oh,
from.
yeah,
Oh,
man. That's
it
an
sucks.
agonizing
Terrible,
death.
dude.
But what are you gonna do in that situation? Just let her fucking.
You can't give her a lethal
horribly
die
dose of
horribly?
something else? You're going to make the sun smother her? That's fucking awful.
That's
dude.
I think that's how it's written into the law that they can only go with a certain dose.
Oh my God.
and nothing
that's
more.
so fucking bad.
Yeah.
dude.
So he ended up having. He
Tosses
talked.
her in a garage with an engine running or something like that. You know, it's just find creative ways, I suppose. But a pillow over her fucking face, dude. That's
Well,
that's-
she's already.
well, it is
she's
a-
already
that's
technically
punk
out of
rock,
it.
It
dude.
is a tried
He's
and
a
true
punk rocker.
classic. Hey, pillow over the face is a tried and true classic. It works.
Yeah. There was that fucking.
Could you do that to your own parent though? Like
I mean,
smother them?
I don't think so.
I don't care how bad it is. That's
It'd feel shitty, but it would. Yeah.
I'd be crying so bad.
I just start
I wouldn't
remembering.
be able to do it.
I'd just start remembering things, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this makes sense."
I guess, but man, that's fucking crazy.
This is for that
dude.
time you didn't buy me that fucking PlayStation.
I'd be like, "No, it's not even PlayStation. Like that $4 toy that I wanted. You didn't buy that, and now I'm pissed."
Fucking
Or
didn't
making
buy
me
that
sit at the mall for
Transformer.
10 hours while you did fucking crochet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't say that I've ever had a bad experience from my parents.
oh really? Raised Mormon?
Yeah.
You,
It was
Mormon?
wholesome and
You Mormon now?
no.
I actually, you know how I'll send you things from Facebook Marketplace?
Uh-huh.
Somebody was giving away a free Book of Mormon, and I was like, "Oh man, I was gonna send it to you." Be like, "Dude, Tim, I really think you need this again."
You don't need to do that. My parents keep sending them my way anyway. I get a missionary at least once a month.
That's fun.
Yes.
An
Just because it's the way my parents tell me they love me.
They send you a missionary?
It's just I see it as a way to.
I mean,
acknowledge
technically,
love.
it's an underrated position.
a missionary.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
It has its perks.
Again,
definitely
though,
has its
it's
perks.
a classic, you know.
It
tried
is.
and true.
It is a fucked up thing to think about, though. You turn 19, they send you away from your family for 2 fucking years with a whole bunch of strangers, people you don't know that
Well,
you literally have to rely on.
And some people get cool places. They're like, "Oh, I've always wanted to go to South America." Or
Well, yeah,
something.
now they're just in the States, from what I hear.
Oh, I met someone that were like, yeah, they got sent to the places in the U.S. and like their best friend or something got sent to like Brazil.
Yeah.
And they were like, I wanted to go to Brazil. They're like,
My first,
nope.
the 3 oldest brothers all went to South America, Uruguay, Ecuador, and
You're a gay.
and Argentina.
Did they join a cartel?
Ecuador was pretty fucking wild. Apparently, Nicaragua was pretty
Oh,
fucked up
Nicara-
for my brother.
Yeah, what year?
80s.
Okay.
Yeah. He saw people murdered.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
I
It
bet.
was Nicaragua in the 80s.
Yeah. Crazy
it's not-
times down there.
Send a
Su-
missionary down there
It's
for
not
God's work.
I was gonna say it's not super great now, but in the 80s, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
it's fucking
That was
crazy,
back when you
dude.
had Pablo Escobar and all kinds of
Yeah.
shit going on. Noriega.
Well,
Yeah, we're lucky he made
Noriega
it
was
home.
captured in what, 85?
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, but I mean,
85,
you
86.
had a lot going on, like the Contras and
Well,
fucking
Noriega, like he was a general,
yeah.
and he
Yeah.
ran the whole country. Like it was a coup, and he
Yeah.
just took over everything.
Mhm. And he was heavily involved in the drug trade.
And then we
you
captured
know.
him.
Mhm.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
watched a couple
80s were
Netflix
good times.
shows.
So yeah, that's the history behind some missionary work. Is they just
Did you get sent
They
anywhere?
worked with
no,
Noriega?
golly, no, I wasn't.
Golly, no.
I-
I like
I-
how you're
I
reverting
said
to your
what I-
childhood fucking.
Turned 18, I was emancipated.
Golly,
as quick as I
no.
possibly could. To get
Gee
out of
shucks.
there. I
I
only had 2 members of my family who didn't go.
So you ran screaming from the Mormon church.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, I got in a lot of
Makes
trouble
sense.
afterwards, of course, but
Well, yeah, we've talked about that just before the show.
been through the ringer. But yeah, I think I came out okay, unscathed.
That's a you know.
I mean, you may not have been
Relative.
molested, but you were almost molested by your neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was kind of questionable, wasn't it, when I went to go help him out?
What?
Oh, when I was
I'm talking about
as
when you were a kid. You're like, there's an old guy that lives by
You went to
himself,
go
and
help
he
him
has
out?
video
No,
games. So I'm gonna go over there.
He didn't live by himself. He was, he's married. And
He
his-
lived with a bunch of children.
His wife was a piano teacher, so there was always
but
kids there.
it was still weird.
Yeah,
the fact that like.
Come on over and play some video games.
Come over. It's just gonna be me and you.
He had a
and
secret
this bag
wall.
of oil.
He really had a secret wall in his basement too.
That makes sense because
Didn't
he's
even
got
know it
fucking
was
murdered
there.
children
Yeah.
in there.
He had a
That's his peeking
secret
room.
wall,
Yeah.
like it opened
a
up
whole secret
into
room
a,
and everything.
A fucking
We didn't even know
dungeon.
it was there, dude. It was
And
fucking
he's
wild.
like, Tim, can I play with your secret wall?
Secret
You know,
tunnel.
Tim. I have something that tastes just like strawberry.
No, he's a sweetheart.
It's
I never
called my
noticed anything
cum.
like that from all. He never really gave that vibe, and it was never really.
Yeah, they never do until they do.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Especially when you're a kid and you don't really know the signs that someone's about to do something.
That's why I was glad when I had that one kid like ask me weird shit that I was just like, this seems too weird. Let's just fucking. I came over to look at your Christmas presents that you got because they were cool.
Yeah.
And like
now there's a dick in my butt. What the fuck, dude?
No, I've talked about it on the show before, but it was fucking weird because like
He's trying to get you to like lay down with him and something,
yeah,
right?
But so I went over there
Holy
because
shit.
I went over to his house because he had gotten this fucking racetrack that I wanted, for Christmas, and I was like,
like slot cars.
Yeah, it was slot cars,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, that'd be fun as shit to race those. I'm like 9 years old,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, that's fucking awesome. And then he's like, hey, I'll show you my other toys in my room, which is fine because that's what kids did.
Right.
He'd show
Right.
toys. I've seen a new Lego set. And I'm like, that's awesome. And then he did the weird shit, and he goes, do you want to lay down? And I'm like, no. No, I don't. I want to go look at the racetrack, dude. Because I right then and there, I was like, oh, man, this is not cool.
He's hitting puberty early.
Yeah,
or it's an act that he's familiar with.
That's my guess.
That's it right
the
there,
guess right
yeah.
there. He had already been fucked with.
Learned
And then-
behavior.
So I went to the living room, and then I was like, I'm just going to hang out here until my fucking mom comes
Yeah.
because this is fucking creepy. And then I didn't talk to the kid ever again, didn't go over there.
Yikes.
I mean, now maybe I should have said something to somebody because he was probably right after that, he probably got, beaten to a pulp.
Or
because
he may
you didn't
have-
recruit another one.
Or he may have actually gotten a kid in there that said he would lay down
That's,
with him.
yeah,
you
it
know?
was so fucking weird. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not really tired. Why the fuck are we doing?
Why would we do that?
I mean, he's like,
9 years
he's
old.
like lifting up the covers and shit. And I'm like, this is fucking weird, dude. No fucking way.
Oh man, no, oh boy. Come make yourself comfy.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my
Want to
god.
help each other keep warm?
Yeah, luckily that was the extent. Luckily I didn't go to church or anything.
Yeah.
Because luckily I didn't have to start that. Like this wasn't my song after that. Because I was like, dodge
Sitting
the
on
bullet
couch with
there.
your head in your hands,
I know, right?
shoulders slumped.
I mean, it is
Keep
how
looking over your shoulder.
technically it is how a lot of people are feeling right now. Like they just got molested by the country.
That's
It is wild, the response to this.
We-
but
oh.
it's
Yeah.
expected.
It is insane. Some of the crazy videos of people losing their fucking
Well,
minds.
and the chick saying, "Well, we're gonna shave our heads so dudes don't fuck us."
Oh,
guys don't care.
they call it what is it? The
well, fuck a
the
chick that has no
the-
hair.
the something for
with consent, of course.
It's like the something for
4B.
4B. That's
yeah,
it.
the 4B
The 4B movement.
Yeah.
That's it. They're shaving their heads, swearing off men, not having sex. Like
it's like have fun
And
with
I
that.
wholly
no
support
shit.
that, honestly.
Well,
I
hey,
think
and
that's
most of the
great.
women that are doing it, nobody want to have
I
sex
do.
with anyway.
Why?
It's just because it's keeping the weirdos from having, it leaves the prime stuff available.
Or does it?
Yeah.
What's the prime stuff? Because
The
there's a lot of crazy.
non-crazies.
There's
You
a
know.
lot of crazy.
Yeah, non.
I don't think it's every crazy that's gonna do
The
this.
8 through 10.
Because there's some of those chicks that are like, I can't live without a dick.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
so
that's
those
true.
are the chicks that
That's
are going to
true.
be out there anyway.
Yeah.
Those
They'll be
shave-
posting on TikTok
Yeah.
and Facebook.
They'll-
4B movement, go me.
Yeah, and then like 2 hours later, they're like,
Ah,
check
ah,
out my
Yeah.
OnlyFans where I down this fucking cock.
I gargle 6 liters.
She
of
only
cum.
does.
Yeah.
Hey, she doesn't do it in her normal life. She only does it.
Well,
for
yeah,
money.
no, that's just
As long
work.
as
That's
she's
a
getting
profession.
paid, that's her job.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's only for the job. It's
there's no-
just the work.
There's no passion involved
Well,
with that.
actually, talking about that being the work, so Magic the Gathering had another thing happen. Like they now got rid of the rules committee for Commander. Now they have kind of a new rules because Wizards of the Coast has actually taken over all of it.
Do they ban
They're-
Trump supporters?
Well, that not yet. I mean, I could see it, but they actually they brought in a chick that does OnlyFans, which so I don't have a problem with it. Somebody being on the rules committee that does. I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
right? But the one problem that I do have with it, if I even do consider that really a problem, is they did kick out a chick, this Lisbeth Eden, because she does OnlyFans. They kicked her out like 4 years ago.
Oh, so it's double standard
Yes.
then. Yeah.
And I was like,
that's
that
fucked up.
when she got kicked out, I was like, that's fucked up. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, she used to be one of the ambassadors, type things where
Yeah.
she would get, like, preview cards and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
But the new chick, Louis Stardust, they're like, oh, no, you're on the rules committee. And, like, some people are freaking out about it. I'm like, what? Who cares? You don't have to look at her OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, and look, I could see people being pissed off about the double standard.
That I agree with.
That I could see, but the fact that she's got an OnlyFans, who gives a shit?
There's just a lot of wind going
it's
on.
windy
Yeah, we had a
today.
nice
Settle the
nice
fuck down,
gust through the chamber here.
What?
Let the ghosts in.
Okay, sorceress. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Allow me to get my chamber pot.
That was weird. But yeah, I just thought that was weird. Like I don't care that.
Yeah, no,
somebody
who
does
cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
Like now, if it came out that like somebody on there was like touching children, I'd be like, all right, maybe get rid of that person.
That's a different story.
I think they should do more than
Different
get rid of
story.
them.
Yeah.
You
What-
know.
You mean
Or just get rid of them.
rid of them.
Yeah, just
We talked about the pills.
cure
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we talked about the pills.
We did.
Yeah, I think we have one of the tools for said trade on the table.
Yes, we do.
Airsoft. Tim.
Airsoft.
Airsoft.
Yeah,
All
that's it.
airsoft.
Yep.
Airsoft.
That's all that is.
So there has been a lot going on, though.
Like what?
Like, well, I mean, Trump has been making.
Pray tell.
Trump has been appointing people to
Jesus, he's on a
office.
tirade, isn't he? Holy cow! He's getting some great names and
Dude,
some
yeah.
He just said Trump.
superpositions. Yeah.
He just said that's one name. That's the only name he
but,
said.
Okay, so like for instance,
Fucking name.
Yeah.
I hadn't had a chance to get to it yet.
No, but the best part is Tim going, my God, he's on a tirade. He said name.
So look,
One.
I mean, okay. So we've got Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. They are now a part of DOGE, which is the Department of
And
Government
that was
Efficiency.
Elon's name.
Yeah,
that-
well, and
well-
it's because it's based off his
Dogecoin.
Bitcoin, his
Yeah, have you seen
Dogecoin.
the
Yeah.
stocks just skyrocketing for that?
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, dude,
I was gonna buy
have you seen
some.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Bitcoin's gone up from like the low this year of like 26,000. It's at 75 or almost 80,000 now.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I wish I would have bought it when it was 20
So-
bucks when I knew about it.
Okay, so one of the good things about this department and Elon Musk and Vivek being a part of it is that
They're not politicians.
no, and what they're going to do is they're going to go through all the government departments, records, and things like that, and they're going to start fucking cutting shit out, cutting
Yeah.
the fat out. That is, yeah, damn right, damn right.
Scorched
Knowing
earth.
Elon Musk, that's probably what's going to happen.
Blow
And
it up, dude.
it's-
Elon just
it's
walks
a
in with
fucking
another
great
sink.
thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But
well, that's the thing. Like, he goes in and fires 90% of people at Twitter, makes it X, and it still functions just fucking fine.
yeah,
And
functions even better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't understand like people who are like, oh, it was a bad idea for him to do that. I'm like, well, I
At
don't know.
first it was.
He also may have gotten a president elected.
Yeah.
So how bad of a move was it?
Well, we get
for him.
billionaires.
Well, hey,
Moving
it's been a
into
good
politics.
one. So I mean,
that's always been the case.
so
Look at Bloomberg. He was actually a mayor.
I'm not going to.
so we've got that, which is going to be fantastic because the government needs to be. Someone needs to go through and fucking get rid of a bunch of shit. There's so much bloat. There's so much waste.
Yeah.
And this has needed to be done for years. So that's awesome.
Well, yeah. When we're at how many trillions of dollars do we owe to fucking pay?
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
just insane.
Yeah, it is crazy, and we're wasting tons of money every fucking year, and also this is going to be another way they're going to get rid of people that we don't fucking need in government, like a lot of these bureaucrats that just have these jobs that really aren't necessary, and they're sucking up taxpayer dollars. Then also, Marco Rubio was chosen to be the
Secretary of Defense.
Secretary of Defense is the guy. He's a ex-soldier. He was on Fox News. His name is
Matt Lauer.
He's got a lock on his door. Boop.
She's like, "Come on in, sweetie."
Yeah, but he's
Here's the thing.
wait. So this guy is
just to say something though about the Matt Lauer story. All of their fucking every office in there had the same lock.
yeah. But he used his in a specific
That's
way.
whatever. Look,
Um,
sometimes you got to do things.
Yeah. So the
Or
guy, so the guy that they chose for Secretary of Defense, he's got like 2 Bronze Stars. He's got like all these other
I don't know. I like the
accommodations.
border czar.
Oh yeah, man, the border czar.
That's my favorite pick.
Homan,
That guy is so
Homan, right?
fucking good.
That guy's hilarious
He
because
is
of how fucking
hilarious.
straightforward he is.
Yeah.
What was he
He's
like
just-
a former detective or a former?
Well, he was former police officer. I
And he
think.
police
also
chief or something like that.
he also was the what did he?
I think he was also
Homeland
I think
Security?
He worked,
I think it was
yeah,
Homeland
yeah,
Security,
That's what
yeah.
it was. Yeah, and he's also worked at the border before. I think.
Yeah.
And so this guy is amazing. Like, you know that whole thing with AOC asking him, "Well, are you gonna? You're gonna be."
Zero tolerance.
Yeah,
means
zero tolerance.
Zero
And
tolerance.
She's like, you're going to be separating families. He's like, yeah, well, if someone gets arrested with their kids in the car, they get separated from their families. So, yeah, I mean, we can deport the families too.
She was so cunty in that.
Oh,
in
she
that
was.
exchange,
She-
dude. Oh
she
my
was.
god.
Well, she's
Because
like,
she was trying to
but they're
emotionally
asylum
blackmail
seekers.
him.
He's
is
like,
what she was
but
doing.
She's like, they're asylum seekers, and he's like, yeah, then do it legally and
Yeah.
go through a port of entry,
Right.
like the legal way.
Right, right. It's
So-
like the first thing they're doing coming in here, if they're breaking the law, they need to fucking go.
Do you want to know what my favorite part of this whole thing is? RFK has actually put out a website, so you can basically
really?
crowdsource like political cabinet positions.
Uh-huh.
And my favorite part about that whole thing is, I know you guys probably don't know the name, but maybe some of the people that listen do. Brandon Herrera, his name has been #1 voted for so far for the ATF.
Oh, really?
Which would be hilarious because he's a gun tuber. And he's
Is
like,
that the guy that had the T-shirt that was on the?
he's the
kid?
guy that made the AK-50 that I showed you guys.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so remember when I showed you guys the AK-50,
Yeah, yeah.
the AK-47 and 50 cal that he basically upscaled?
Yeah.
It's like Jesus, dude. What the fuck was he thinking on that?
Why is this still fucking playing?
So also,
What the fuck?
some
alright,
so
dude?
some
It
of the,
wouldn't turn off.
so some of the other appointments have been really good. I know Tulsi Gabbard is being appointed.
We're
and-
not sure yet. She said that from what I've seen, she hasn't said yes to anything. yet.
Okay, well, this was announced that she's obviously I guess a pick. She's someone that they want
Yeah.
to be in a position, and then they also got Matt Gaetz for Attorney General.
I don't know who that is.
was just announced. He's a Republican congressman, and he's actually really great, man. I mean, the guy he's most famous for getting Kevin
You've seen his
McCarthy,
face
the
before.
old Speaker of the House, basically ousted.
You've seen him before.
That's him. Yeah, Matt Gaetz.
Don't know that I have.
Yeah, he's been on a couple of YouTube videos.
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah.
I don't know
videos.
that I've seen him though.
Yeah, he's been on various podcasts and stuff. I know he was on Tim Pool.
He's
a couple
famous
times.
for his family name of
Shit, man,
making
he's younger
gates.
than I am. This
Yeah.
kid. Jesus, man.
Like isn't it great that people that are younger than you actually are doing something with their life?
I mean, no.
I forget.
Well, I mean,
I remember seeing
this
something
is
about.
something.
Well, I remember seeing something about like in order to be famous, you have to work for it. And then I thought about it, and I was like, what about Hawk Tuah?
Oh yeah, man.
She didn't work for that. She just said something
Well,
that became viral.
It does sound like if she's
Look,
telling
I
the
get
truth
it.
about
They call
then
it
she
a blow
is-
job.
Then she is
So she
working.
apparently
at something.
worked.
Yeah.
But that's not really a job, guys. Kevin, that's not, what you do under the overpass is not a job.
Says you.
I get it. It's in the title, but it's not a real job.
Does it pay?
It does for Kevin. So I guess Kevin, you're gonna have to file that.
So
as
there
a
you
tax.
go.
You're gonna
It's
have
a
to file,
job.
You're gonna have to file taxes now on that. Yeah, you're gonna
no.
lose some money, bud.
I didn't have to fucking
You're,
sign
you're like, I called them all tips. They're all tips.
Yeah.
I take
Yeah, there
just
you
a
go.
tip.
They're tips.
Hey!
They're tips. Oh, hey-o.
I don't have it, but it's.
But yeah, so the past few days have been really interesting because
Wrong one.
I think the picks that he's made so far are pretty good. Although I'm a little skeptical about Marco Rubio.
Well, yeah, because
I've never been a big fan
was
of
he
that guy.
Florida?
I
think so.
No, Matt Gaetz is actually from Florida.
But I thought Marco Rubio
he
was
might,
Florida
I think he
also.
might be. Yeah,
I think he was
may
a
be.
senator or from
Yeah.
Florida.
It's because
Yeah,
he's Hispanic, isn't it? Or Italian.
Well, no,
No,
it's just
'cause I
he's,
remember him being
he's,
Florida.
He's a bit of a war hawk.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but he also didn't bring in Pompeo,
That's true.
which a lot of people were like Pompeo was thinking he was going to get his job back or whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
God, I hope not.
and there were so many people going, stop it.
Yeah.
Do not bring that guy
Yeah,
in. We
yeah.
will go to World War III.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, and this is the other thing that like the left that drove me nuts is like Trump's going to get us into World War III. I'm like, you mean keeps saying that let's not go down the path that we're going down, which is World War III.
Yes.
And let's get out of these wars. I've never heard of a president going, I want to get out of wars, and then the other side going, he's a war hawk.
I know, right?
He wants peace. Fuck that guy.
Dude, under Biden, we were fucking skipping and dancing toward World War III.
Yeah, well, no, if Trump would have been dressed as fucking peacemaker, I could understand everyone going, yeah, you know what? Peace at any means necessary.
Yeah.
And he just starts fucking shooting, like babies and shit.
Yep.
I'd be like, all right, you guys got a point.
It could have been a criminal in the future.
But
we had to take him out.
Remember under the first fucking administration, when he bombed places, he called people up and said, hey, we're going to bomb it. Get all your people out.
Yes.
We're just going to bomb the shit out of your runways.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like a guy that's really, let's fucking
Well,
kill
we've done
everyone.
that before. I mean, not just
We
Trump.
have, but the thing is, though, like, this was during a time when we could have easily just said, yeah, we're just going to bomb the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I know that under, was it under Trump that in Syria, or was this at the end of the Obama administration, when we ended up killing, like, 230 fucking Russians in Syria?
I'm not sure. That
Because we contacted Russia during that whole thing. It was a
that
Wagner
might have
group.
been that may have been during Trump's administration.
It
but
might have been.
I don't think it was like,
and
an
that might have been like the
intentional
only
thing.
thing that we actually had that was fucking crazy. I remember
Yeah.
that being swept under the rug in the news. Like
Yeah.
in the news, you saw like a blip of it and then gone. Just
Yeah.
nowhere you could find it. And I've just been recently seeing it again. And I'm like, yeah, because that fucking happened. Like we killed 230
Yeah.
Russians.
Well, and I know there was something like, I guess that they weren't contacted or something.
No,
like
so what
that.
happened is that Russian group was moving in on our forces.
Uh-huh.
We saw them through satellites and fucking surveillance and shit like that. And we contacted Russia. We're like, hey, do you guys got any people over here? No. Okay. We're like, fuck it, let's contact them again, make sure.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
So we contacted them, I think, like 2 more times. And they're like, no, that area's cleared hot for you
It's like,
guys.
We're pretty
like,
sure
all
we
right.
see Russians there.
We
but
just started fucking launching artillery and fucking like strikes and shit like that and just annihilated the whole company.
Well, wasn't
Yeah.
there a thing about us flying over the Black Sea and Russians like spraying the whatever it was? I think it was a UAV or something with jet fuel and brought it
Oh,
down.
that might have happened. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember
I
that?
remember there was something where we ended up having
We had like a
like
spy
a
plane out there or
UAV
something.
being
Yeah.
fucking knocked down.
Oh,
but that shit
I
happens.
actually
That
think
shit,
I remember that too.
Yeah.
that shit I think happens more than we know.
Right.
And
Well, that
the
was
only
also the spy balloon thing. Everyone was freaking out about the
Well,
spy balloons. And
And come to find out years later that they purposely didn't tell Trump because he would have shot it down, which is what we ended up doing anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, so
They just waited
instead of
forever.
shooting it down before it got every fucking piece of America
Before
fucking
we could
recorded.
retrieve everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we waited until they got all the surveillance they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no
then shot it
shit.
down because
No
I'm sure
shit.
it's not fucking. It doesn't have a carrier pigeon in it to bring it back. I'm sure it's set up with fucking like satellites and all
For
that other
sure.
shit.
For sure.
Broadcast the
It's
information.
constantly.
So,
Yeah, it's
so
constantly
they've got all the
transmitting.
information they were looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
So if you would have told him earlier, he would have just been like, "Yeah, send up a fucking, send up a biplane and take that motherfucker down."
I'll pilot it.
But I like the direction they're going with it. They have this the man
Just
the
some
idea.
dude with a curly mustache, fucking
So they have the
Snoopy.
tight leather fucking helmet.
they have the approach.
Sorry, I had to get more out.
It's peace through strength. That's what they're sort of what they're shooting for. Peace through strength,
Well, yeah,
which is
if you-
something that I think is a great way to do it. Great
It
approach.
depends. If the other side, like, because we did that also during the Cold War, and that just escalated an arms race. But with like Russia not doing very well right now, with their ongoing war forever, China unsure because China, they like to put out a lot of propaganda and do their
Yeah.
military marches and shit to
Yeah.
make it look like they have way more than they have.
That's true. China, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yes. Well, I mean, like, literally, I think we have, 7 aircraft carriers, and the closest nation to us has 1. I think China. And I think Russia has 1 too, but it's an old Chinese one. Kevin, you're getting a phone call.
Okay. Well, but
Does that say Mr. Fist?
Answer it. It's Mr. Fist, dude.
Why does that say Mr.
says-
Fist?
It says Master Fist.
Oh, my bad. I was so off. Master Fist. Why is there a Master Fist on
You
there?
didn't read the rest of it. Master Fist Boom Pow Broski.
Is
Random thing.
it boom powing your broski?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that what they call it these days?
Yeah, no.
But
Certified over here.
I called it tennis back in my time.
tennis.
Tim called that windsock back in his time.
The windsock.
Still do.
Man, that's a callback from like episode 3.
Yeah, it was a good callback, bud. Well done. Well,
Was that really
done.
episode 3?
It was so long ago. When I called Tim's asshole a windsock, it was so prolapsed.
It still is.
Tim
Apparently
used it,
there's an
Tim used
surgeon
it
that
as a
fixes
jump
that.
rope.
Right.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh my God.
You just got the image?
I did.
I'm so glad I could paint that.
Oh
Yuck.
Lord.
Oh, man.
Those are the worst, dude. Those images. We see people like shitting with a fucking prolapsed anus. It's
Dude.
disgusting. But then they have to like stuff it back in before they can stand up.
Anytime I hear of anything like that, I'm just like, nah, just stay away. It's like that 2 Girls, 1 Cup when everyone was like, oh, you got to chug it out. I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
why
already
would
know
you
that
wanna do
it's
that?
chicks eating shit.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. Why would I want to watch that?
It's a rite of passage.
No, it sounds awful.
I was tricked into it, and then it was awful. I was.
Man, you have to watch the episode on YouTube to get the visual of Kevin's. I was.
You two gave each other this
It's
look.
true.
like-
It's true.
We had to give each other the look. It's the only way to get your reaction. We understand comedy gold.
So, okay. Well, there's like I said, there's been a lot going on this week.
Well, did
see
you
if you
see
can
how many
find meltdowns.
countries have basically reached out? Like Hamas is like, all right, we're ready to do peace
oh yeah,
talks.
Yes.
same with the Houthis.
Yes, but
They're saying that's Biden's thing.
no, Hamas has constantly tried to fucking get a ceasefire, but they won't give up the hostages.
Yeah.
Now, if they start tossing out like, we'll give up the hostages if since Trump's coming in, I'd be like, all right, yep, that's why.
You know, if they don't by the time he does.
Yeah, he'll just be like, nah, fucking just send the jets.
Yeah, well, we're going to come get him now.
Yeah,
They better be alive.
yeah. Otherwise, you know how you got like 2 little sections?
Yeah.
You're gonna have 1, and then after that, you're gonna have none.
There are a lot of countries that are very nervous about him coming back
Yeah.
into power.
There's also a lot of people in this country that are nervous about it coming back to
Okay,
power.
that's why I was gonna
Back
ask.
to that,
Can you
'cause
see
that's
it,
fucking...
if you can find meltdowns?
The meltdowns are what gets me
Like
the
there-
most. Is like,
there's
why
some-
set up a camera and meltdown in front of it? You know what I mean?
because they're narcissists.
Well, there's some uncut ones that I watched on YouTube. Like it's just literally there's no commenting, nothing in it. It's just fucking like 5 minutes of straight of meltdowns.
Of people just freaking out
Yes.
over this. It's... Come on, man.
See if you can find one without a person.
Yeah.
In the fucking picture. Yeah, that's a dude. Oh wait, that might actually be one we could watch.
Yeah,
some of
Kimmel
that.
was one of them for sure. He started crying, for fuck's sake, dude.
I know. He's
Actually,
such a
yeah.
pansy.
Do what you were doing. Hover over the ones that you can see. Go up. There was one right here. That one. I think we could probably watch this.
I'm done. That's 8 minutes of people freaking the fuck out.
Why
dude.
not?
Yeah, okay.
It's hilarious. Because, look, I get it.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with
Take it
you
over.
and your mother and your sister.
What
All right,
the
chill out, Coco. Remember
Oh,
me.
damn it.
Oh man.
I'm just
Exit out of this
done
one.
with all of this.
Kevin, exit out of this one.
Right.
Oh, that's
Exit
fine.
out
Let's
of
keep
this.
going.
It's the guy talking in the background.
It doesn't matter.
All right,
So
I guess. Yeah, but we're important.
Back for
Grab
what?
that drink. Grab that drink.
I know. The Costco box wine cures depression. She figured it out.
Yeah, find a different one, dude.
What is a Poseidon?
Yeah, find a different one.
Yeah.
I was trying
They
to
always
say
have to
that.
ruin it, don't they?
There's uncut ones with no
Then
no
just
fucking
put
talking.
uncut. Uncut. That's going to be a huge penis.
It's just a fucking elephant trunk.
What's this one?
That's 38 minutes. It's not. That's
Holy
gonna be
shit, there's gonna
talking
be a ton
over
of
it.
ton of
There's
meltdowns.
one that
There won't be.
no, I've seen quite a few of them already.
Yeah, I've seen them too, but a lot of them are like
Now
just
you're-
on
now
like
you're
Twitter
getting
and
into
stuff
news.
Like that. Yeah.
You're not gonna
People
find
also
them
watch.
like that.
Just go down. See if you could find see
This is the same.
that
thing we're
304.
looking
That
at.
might have it. The one that right there. That might be fine.
That's entertainment tonight.
These are
though.
no, these are
Oh,
yeah,
entertainment tonight. See, what? Why the fuck is this news ones?
Because this
No,
is
just
YouTube and it's all
Take
sponsored.
out uncut. Take out uncut. God damn it.
Left tears. I
was
mean, it'd
gonna
probably
put-
be better to find something like that on Instagram or something like that, not YouTube.
No, it was YouTube.
Well, it's too bad you didn't set up a link then.
No, because there were too many.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
craziest part. There were so many. I was like, which
All
one's
of these
the
are
best?
gonna have a host.
No,
talking
not
about it,
all of
basically.
them. That's the thing. We just have to find the one that doesn't, and there should be one. What's that one right there? That's the one we were
tried
just
that
looking
one,
at.
yeah.
Go
Yeah.
go down.
That one.
That might that's got a chick
No.
right there. That's also Sky News.
Yeah.
That is Entertainment
Entertainment
Tonight. That's Times Radio, page 6. These are all keep going until you find somebody that doesn't have like.
None of them will.
No, go to the more.
Yeah.
Now you're in a different thing. You notice how it has a line? There you go, more. Why is it
That's
only
not-
giving us
it's
fucking
just-
like
it's just
news
weird
ones?
shit.
Well, this is good radio.
This isn't radio.
Yeah.
This is good podcast.
It's a podcast, you
This is
stupid
good
shit.
Podcast right here.
Election Meltdown compilation 2085.
2085.
Why is it all like
Yeah,
page
it's
6,
all like
dude?
news shit.
Well, go down as far as you can then and see if there's anything below that. Because it's for some reason giving us just
What's
news
the
stations.
leftist tiers? Who did that one? Just real quick.
Oh,
Sky
that's
News.
Sky
Sky
News.
News.
Yeah, it's an Australian
Yeah,
Fox
Sky
News
is-
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all going to be.
No, go down as far as you can.
It just
I
gets
understand
more into
that.
the news, dude.
I understand that.
Move
Just
the
keep
gun
going
a little
down.
What's the point?
further away.
There might be something down here that's gold. And if there's not, there's not. That's
Oh, there
That-
won't be.
Asmongold.
Let's see here.
We could watch Asmongold, I guess.
Yeah. all right.
I mean, that guy's funny.
We can just comment
he-
on
no,
Asmongold
he-
commenting on other people. Yeah, the one that I watched started with her.
Yeah. She's one of the wildest ones.
Well, because she's got a camera in front of her.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like people have to. They
I
have.
hope this person knows that this will make more people vote for whoever is going to make her do this next time.
Yeah.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
But that's the thing. Like these people are like,
But this
I better record this.
this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what
These
This is
people
the
are
problem.
insane.
Why are we doing
Like,
that?
The people, they're like, oh, my family
You
member
think
voted
they
for it,
don't
so
understand.
I need to like
Yes,
cut
they do.
myself off from them
They
and not,
do.
But
not
that's the
talk to
thing.
them
She
anymore.
doesn't understand.
We
bigotry
have
and
differences of
hatred
opinions.
that
We're
they
still
stand
friends.
Yeah,
behind.
absolutely.
And
I mean,
how
secretly, I go
I'm,
home
like,
at night and I fucking
trying
carve
to
your
be a
name
good
into a
person.
fucking
This is the
voodoo
problem.
doll?
Is these
Oh, yeah.
people
And I
look at
stab it.
everything
Well,
through a
over and
mirror.
over.
I have a shrine
Average
that
people
I
don't
view
care
that I
about
shoot
that.
with
Why
machine
do you
guns.
think
on
I
all
actually
night
believe
long.
that.
Yeah.
Why do you
I
think
don't do what
Aztecs
I
cut
said,
people's
but I
hearts
believe
out
you.
and rolled their corpse down the stairs.
You have an
They
airsoft
burned
gun you
Joan
shoot
of
it
Arc
with?
alive. This whole idea that
fucking creep.
all of these things,
Should
like
mute
all
this
of
so
this
we
stuff,
can talk
it's
over it.
Yeah,
moral.
mute
Like
it.
this isn't the way people
Is there a
are.
way that
They've
you
never
can
been
mute
like
it?
this, and
Yeah, I can.
That's a bit better. 'Cause
Yeah,
his
actually-
commentary is good, but I don't need to hear it.
No,
God.
what you do is
Joy Reid.
okay.
is,
Well, rewind it again
Oh boy, here we
so
go.
we can actually hear her nonsense, and then I'll turn it up.
Is
There you
that the
go.
right slider?
Go ahead. Yeah, it's not.
Season where basically we
Thank
on
you.
this side of the TV screen have said all we can. We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election where one side
possible
stands
she's
for
gonna get
freedom while
fired,
the other
I
meets the
heard that,
textbook
and
definition
man,
of
she is
fascism,
such a
namely
she's
Because
a
she did
far-right
it. She did a
dictatorial-
TikTok.
again,
ta-
look
telling
at
white
Benito
people,
Mussolini.
Don't even
There's
talk to
plenty
your black
examples
friend.
of people
Yeah,
that will
yeah.
immediately vote for a fascist.
Yeah.
Be on it, dude.
Well, it's not just me.
Oh, here's another one right here.
End up winning again. All of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone
Nope, we'll be back to work.
Happy. Why wouldn't they?
I didn't even fucking vote.
Yeah, no one. There were no parties because everyone had to work the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did go to work the next day.
Yeah,
I thought that
Harris
like
had
when he
won.
won that I was just
And
gonna
a guy
not
had
have to go to work again.
yeah.
But that's not how it worked this time around.
You know, it's
There we go.
because we don't have. There it is. Here it is. Look at that dance. Off swing, knocking her out of the
it's like,
park.
nah, it's my giant dick.
Look at him.
Why? I don't.
Yeah.
Is he pooping?
I think so. This
I
guy's
think he's
trying
pooping.
to shit out his depression.
I fucking love that dance.
Tim, that's
Feeling
what.
it.
That's how you can get rid of your depression.
What?
Just take a big shit.
Could be what's.
Shit.
I'm having a shit baby.
Yeah,
huh?
you have a. That's
He's
what.
having a
Impacted
shit
bowels.
baby.
Complete.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
Oh
let me know
boy,
when
that
you're
one
getting
looks
to
good,
something.
dude. That one right
Oh,
there
yeah,
looks
right
good.
here.
Okay.
I've seen her before.
That has to be a parody.
No, I don't think it is.
What the fuck?
It's a very saturated image. It's
Yeah.
alien-esque.
Look at Asmongold just like.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't understand. Like, look, I get it. If you don't agree with the other party, fine. He's not Hitler. Sorry to burst your fucking bubble. He's already been president once.
Yeah. Let's listen. What about this?
He didn't go and like round anybody up.
It's all red.
All red.
Yep.
Yep.
I am.
I at first thought that was Pete Davidson.
Recover from this year.
Not going to
what a shit show.
emotionally recover from
You know
this
what's going
year.
to send me over the edge, actually, is if I see one post where people...
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do if you see one post? And that's it. Have you seen all the threats?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. People
like
are
that one
losing
teacher
their
at Oregon
fucking
Oregon
mind.
State University
It's insane. Actually, yeah.
posted a threat.
That one,
Yeah.
and then, Kevin, bring up that one that we were talking about
Oh, there's
earlier.
Cenk Uygur.
Bring up that one that we were talking about earlier.
The
teacher
ranting about Trump.
Yeah.
That's a great one because look, this should not ever
This one here.
be
Okay.
something that a fucking teacher does in school, regardless of parties. I don't care which party wins.
Okay, so now they show a little news report, but it leads up to the video.
Were we airing that on the screen the whole time or not?
Yeah.
No.
Kind of. Who knows? Push play. Push play. Why is it not fucking?
Yeah, turn it on up.
Reaction to the outcome of the
What are you
presidential
doing, Shane?
election went viral.
That video has now landed the history teacher on administrative leave and under investigation, but there is a movement growing tonight. People fighting to get him back in the classroom.
Under investigation.
Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter joins us
administrative
live
leave.
from the newsroom with a look at what's stirring this controversy. Leanne?
Jory and Michelle, that video creating a
The video is
political
that video.
firestorm online and at the
Firestorm.
Inland Empire High School. Many
High
students
school.
concerned for the popular teacher's future and their
She's got palsy.
safety as the campus has
I hate
been
the way the
doxxed
media
online.
people talk. It's so fake.
A rapist, draft dodging. Why would he win? Why did
the one
he
I was
win?
talking about at all.
An impassioned speech the day after the presidential election caught on camera at Valley View High School in Moreno Valley, now going viral on social media and under investigation by the school district.
Can you end up in a concentration camp in your lifetime? Yes.
The popular AP World History teacher at the center of the controversy is on administrative leave for his fervent and foul language lecture on Donald Trump's win.
Can you end up with no human rights? Yes. Will it happen to you? Most likely not. But has Donald Trump quoted Hitler? Yes.
Oh my God.
Does he embody some of Hitler's ideas? Yes.
I think they're trying to make him seem like a bad guy because of what he said. Because how he said it wasn't wrong. I know it was very strong tone, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how he gives his lecture
They're all
as a
indoctrinated
professor.
because they've been
Michael
told
James was
for
in the
years
class Wednesday.
he's
He says
Hitler,
the speech
he's
is
the
being
next
twisted
Hitler,
on social
he's
media.
a fascist.
Students now speaking out in support of the teacher.
It's just devastating to know that they're trying to get him out all because of his opinion.
Moreno Valley Unified School District says
Schools
it does
aren't
not condone
based on
teachers'
opinion,
behavior,
goddammit.
saying the
Teachers
discussion
don't
about
teach
election
about
results turned
about their opinions.
unprofessional.
No.
In a statement, writing
They're
in
not
part,
supposed to
quote,
anyway.
We recognize the heightened
Maybe
emotions
critical
surrounding
thinking,
the current
but that's-
political climate,
Yeah.
and we deeply value the
Yeah,
diversity
they're
of our
supposed
community.
to be teaching
Our
critical
goal is to
thinking and
foster a
objective
respectful
thought
and
and
inclusive
how
learning
to
environment
approach
that supports all students.
the
I
argument
feel
or
like
situation
it was right for him to
objectively.
talk about what he said.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
absolutely-
is world history AP, so it's like basically a college class.
I feel like it was appropriate.
what
I
the
feel
fuck?
like it wasn't like I didn't take it the wrong way, and he was offering up a 101 apology after class.
Students
I think
say they are
anyone that's
planning a
supposed to be
walkout at the
objective
school
should
on
look at it
Tuesday
as,
in
no, you
support of the
can't do
teacher.
that.
More than
Yeah.
1,000 people have signed a Change.org petition urging the district to return him to
Oh,
Valley
those
View High.
Change.org
The district
petitions are
says the teacher will
useless.
remain on administrative leave pending the
they
outcome
can
of its
be.
review.
And this is
Hello,
just
I'm
one
Mark Brown.
case. There's
Get more
several
great
of them going
ABC7
on about teachers
This
and
isn't even the one I was
educators,
talking about.
speaking out against this in front of their students. And sometimes, a guy made a personal video rant this OHSU teacher or affiliate.
He's been put on administrative leave.
And he was telling people that if you voted for Trump, you should go jump off a bridge.
Oh, God.
Essentially just saying kill yourself because you voted for Trump.
The teacher I'm talking about said that he admires Hitler. I wish he would do what Hitler did and just off himself.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
These people's minds have been broken by propaganda,
dude.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a media.
Absolutely.
And when you hear it, the media stuff being spewed back to you from other people that are in support of this, it's like, well, yeah, of course you're going to say that because you haven't looked at it from a different point of view.
Look,
you're in your own little, what do we call it, echo chamber?
Yes.
Echo chamber,
and you're not going to find anything different.
Echo chamber.
Yeah.
But what people really should have done is looked at it a little bit more closely during COVID, when you've had all the news sources saying the exact fucking same script.
Yeah, literally
everyone,
word for word,
verbatim. Remember that video I had that we watched like 2 years ago on here?
Yeah.
Where it starts out with one news source right here, then it's 2. Then it's 3.
Yeah, they're all
4,
it's
5.
literally in unison.
It literally fills up an entire screen of like 50 of these fucking things.
And
at
they're
once.
all literally reading
exactly
the same
script everywhere. And when all of your news sources are doing that, then it's 100% propaganda.
Yeah, 100%. And that's been going on, getting worse and worse over the years. And now, like I said, I mean, this rhetoric about Trump that they've been doing for years, it's like, it's a wonder. It's no wonder people have been trying to fucking assassinate him because the media has driven them crazy.
Well, and then they go, yeah, we need to really tone this down, guys. And then the next day they're like, he's Hitler.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the biggest threat we've ever had to democracy, and we had a civil war.
We got these reaction videos of individuals literally, losing their shit over an election and severing ties with loved ones because of it.
Well, that's like a cult right there.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, because my parents
behavior.
thought this, or because my best friend thought this, I refuse to be affiliated with him anymore because they don't care about me, obviously.
So I saw one on...
It's ridiculous.
It's on Twitter,
Pure
I think.
narcissism.
This lady was talking about, she's like, well, if I see a white cis male...
I'm going to shoot him.
No, she's I don't think she said shoot. I think she said stab.
No, she said shoot. I saw one of the ladies. I'm going to buy a gun.
I guarantee you there's more than one of these.
Yeah, there's
but
several.
I think this lady said stab. She saw, especially if it's after like 11 o'clock at night and I see you walking down the street. And, of course, like I think it was on Libs of TikTok. And I think on Libs of TikTok, they even wrote, hey, FBI, like...
Guess what?
Because that's that's technically right there. That it's a political threat, which is terrorist. And that's a terroristic threat. Right there.
Right.
Now, maybe she's fucking being completely facetious. Never would do
One
that.
way to find out.
But
you
can't make those types of threats to people.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm all for free speech, but there is a difference between free speech and threat.
Yeah, for sure. And also, there's this other thing going on too. There are women that are saying that you need to poison your husband and boyfriends if they voted for Trump.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
you need to kill people because they voted wrong.
Yeah.
What?
These
and they
people
feel justified in
have
doing
lost
so.
the fucking plot. Yeah, absolutely.
It's
crazy. The stuff we've been seeing since the election has gone above and beyond just the pale of insanity.
You also got to realize that they're in their heads. Like 3 years from now, we're doing our podcast, but it's in a rubbled building because everything they said was right. And we're like, oh man, I'm sorry to you guys. We should have voted Kamala. That's what they envision's going to happen.
They believe that there's going to be genocide for all trans people.
No, not just trans.
They do.
Everybody that's not that
the LGBTQ community.
It's not just them. It's everybody. They believe that Trump's going to have a fucking basically a hit list of people to go and put in camps.
Like he's going to have
stormtroopers
running around fucking shooting.
And then he's going to walk out in Darth Vader's suit.
Yeah.
I get behind that. That'd be kind of
be like, oh shit, I'm part of the Empire.
Dick Cheney will come out.
No, Dick Cheney can't come back.
Oh, dude.
Remember, he voted for the other side.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
and his daughter.
I get it. He was Darth Vader.
He was Emperor Palpatine.
No, it was Darth Vader. It was because of the way he talked. It was. He was. We called him Vader. Like, look, I was very left back then.
I was
too. Very,
well,
I was very. But I would say about the same as I am now.
Dude, I'm basically a '90s liberal. And
those people are gone.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like the label, anyway.
Right.
Like that label is gone. Yeah. If you're a '90s liberal, you are a fucking fascist now. You are literally putting people on trains to camps.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, what? No, we were we're against war.
Yeah.
Right? Like, look.
All for free speech.
I remember being against the Iraq war when it happened. Now, Afghanistan was a different thing because that's where Osama bin Laden actually was.
Yes. At 9/11, everybody was more united on.
Oh, it's the most united I've ever seen the country.
Me too.
Except towards Muslims.
Yeah, they didn't feel safe.
No, that would be the one part that wasn't united.
Yeah.
Where are you
would
from?
agree there.
India?
Hello, friend. Tijuana?
I'm Mexican. Oh, okay, cool,
You're
bro.
like, that's a weird fucking hat for a Mexican.
It's my sombrero.
Hello, welcome to the Quickie Mart.
It's my sombrerin.
Sombrerin. Yeah.
Which is funny because turbans are actually Indian. That's a Sikh thing, but whatever.
Yeah, we're Americans. We don't fucking care.
No, we're ethnocentric as fuck.
Yeah. You got the same.
Wow, your dog's actually using it, not eating it.
Yeah, she tore some guts out of it already.
Of course.
I had to sew it up, and then I get this bitter apple spray that you spray on it.
How does your dog not realize that that's a bed and it's like, oh, it's so comfortable, let's destroy it?
Well, she does it because she suckles on it because she was weaned too young. So she uses it as a comfort thing. Like,
I like how
into it.
I like how Tim's always like, yeah, dogs don't have like people type feelings, and then he psychologically analyzes his dog.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
I mean, that's why they do that behavior if they were weaned too young.
My dog doesn't do that.
She wasn't weaned too young.
How do you know? I don't even know.
Because she was with her litter for till she was 9 months, 6 months.
She's 6 months now, and I've had her for 2.
Okay. So she's
So
been
no.
she's been weaned before
I have
that.
no idea when she was weaned.
Yeah.
I know she just walked around a lot.
Yeah.
And then
She was
slept.
definitely weaned.
And then my mom would say, "Oh, she's the sleepiest dog I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, that's because the only time you see her
Is
or
after
move
she's
out of
been
your
playing
chair
for
is
hours.
when you fuck." Yeah, exactly. When she was done playing with the other dogs out in the fucking 2 acres you have for fucking hours and hours and hours, and then of course when you walk to fucking notice something, yeah, she's asleep.
I'll probably
Weird.
get chastised for this, but I'm sure mine's a puppy mill product.
Probably.
Because I bought her at a pet store.
You're like, because I bought her at a place called Puppy Mill.
Puppies are us.
Yeah.
But
So
you know,
that's probably why
she's definitely not a Puppy Mill dog because I bought her at a place called Definitely Not a Puppy Mill.
I believed the guy when he told me it
Inhumane
wasn't.
Society. That's what it is. Yeah.
But
she's
you
a
know,
good dog, though.
as the time goes on, though,
Mine's great.
based on what we're seeing,
Your dog's an asshole.
But based on what we're seeing right now, the craziness, as time goes on, I
Look.
think it's only going to get worse with some of these people.
What
do you mean these people?
Yeah, what do you mean these people?
You know exactly what I mean, Shane.
No.
I mean, people that watch CNN and MSNBC, of course.
Which is not that many anymore because
No,
do you know
there
what happened
isn't.
literally the next night after fucking the election?
Yep, they lost
CNN's
like what 30 to 50% of their
40%,
viewers?
40% on average. 40%
God,
of the
that's
viewers were
beautiful.
lost on MSNBC and CNN overnight.
Well, yeah, because they're being caught in their bullshit.
Also,
that might be true.
Yeah.
Because the first Trump presidency, they had record fucking numbers.
Yeah.
And I think now they're going, I think I'm being lied to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm being lied to.
I think America's woken up and be like, I think we're being lied to.
Well,
Even,
also,
I don't know if you saw Charlemagne the God.
Yeah.
Even said something like, I think I've been bullshitted
yeah.
this whole time.
See, and the thing is, too, there's a whole bunch of other like leftist YouTubers and independent leftist YouTubers. They lost a bunch of fucking viewers and subscribers after this, too.
Here's something I didn't know, because I didn't realize this. Endorsements, they were paying for them.
Yeah.
Does that happen every election? Do they
That
pay
wild?
for all of them?
She's
No.
what-
'Cause that sounds fucking crazy.
She's like it was $1 billion
Yeah.
$1 billion campaign. She's $20 million.
She's
in the
now
hole.
in
That's
debt, yeah.
insane.
She
Yeah.
paid,
I could never spend $1 billion.
I know. She paid.
Even if I ran for president.
So she paid Oprah $1 million. She
Well,
paid
no,
Beyonce
Oprah
$10
doesn't
million.
believe it.
Oh,
Oprah
I'm
will
sure.
deny it.
Even
So
though
they'll-
there's
they
actual
paid her
receipts.
company.
Yeah, Beyonce.
They paid
yeah.
Oprah's company $1 million,
You know,
not Oprah.
That's right. They went through.
That's-
I forget
yeah,
what they
that's true.
called it. A holding company.
It's
Yeah.
Harpo.
They
or
paid a
whatever.
holding
That's her-
company
yeah.
to get her.
So,
Yeah.
but Beyonce got $10 million
million.
to talk for like 6 minutes and not perform.
Lizzo got $3 million.
Yeah.
Eminem got $1.8 million.
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion.
She got
$5 million.
$5 million. Yeah.
That's not wild. Literally,
didn't know
these
that was a
celebrities
thing.
were paid
Yeah.
to
their
endorse her.
endorsements.
Here's my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Rogan just fucking endorsed. Didn't fucking take a dime. That's my guess.
Well, he had these people show up on his show.
Huh?
He had the opportunity to the Kamala thing, but she made it. You know, she said, "Well, you have to come to me." And
Yeah,
it's
but
only
what's
gonna
your
be this
point
long.
on the?
Because
Yeah.
his interviews were.
Because he didn't make up his decision to endorse anybody until he talked to Elon.
Yeah.
And
Tell
Elon,
Elon, yeah.
Elon gave
was
him
like,
a convincing
like, here's
argument.
what it is. Yeah, and that's what I mean.
And that's but
when he had those conversations, I think that gave him the more.
Yeah,
of
but
an-
what I'm saying is, I don't think he took a dime for it.
he
though.
wasn't sucking their dick the whole
No,
time.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he took a dime. I don't think he fucking said, "Oh, well, if you guys pay me a bunch of money." I
No, he
think
didn't.
Rogan actually fucking makes up his own decisions and then says it.
Yeah.
You know,
That endorsement was huge.
Well,
yeah,
and
I
also
agree.
when he I mean, he talked about when he wanted Kamala.
I think
on
they
it,
got over
he-
100 million views on that too.
He said he genuinely wanted to talk to her, and not play gotcha or anything. He just wanted to have a conversation with her.
But my
And she
favorite
couldn't
line,
even do that.
my favorite line from Trump. Oh, you have her on. It's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah.
You're not a Kamala voter.
She's just gonna.
You're not a Kamala person.
She's gonna be comatose on the floor. I can't do his voice,
Trump,
but whatever.
Trump fucking cracks me up.
Dude.
Lying Kamala.
But no, that was my favorite line from him the whole time. He's like, oh, yeah, you have her on. She's just, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
There were, and now I guess a lot of the people that were endorsing her want their money back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, well, no, we were guaranteed.
Well, she's
in a
now
way that this
fundraising again.
Well, as I hear it, Trump offered to pay off that $20 million
I
for
think
her.
it was a joke, but yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the tweet.
Yeah, he said, I'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, so
he's like, all of my fellow Americans, we need to come together and help the Democrats pay off their debts.
Yeah.
So she's fundraising again, sending out emails
For
to
recounts.
her followers for recounts. But I
Yeah.
think it's just to pay off the debts.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you have $1 billion and go 20 million into the hole.
Like, holy shit.
I think that's more
right?
money that's ever been. Isn't that more than ever?
It has to be.
I mean,
has to be.
unless
And
Obama
what was cool
got
about the
close
whole
to
thing
that.
is
Obama probably did.
They were
Maybe.
policing
I
their
don't
own
know.
counts. That's the other thing too, is they were being avid to make sure that the counts were done correctly this time.
Yeah.
You know, the Democrats were just as militant about it as the Republicans were. when it came-
Almost, because
a
Pennsylvania
lot better than they were
well, 'cause
before.
Pennsylvania tried closing down early,
They
even though
did.
legally in Pennsylvania's fucking election laws, once they start the count, they have to go until it's finished.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were going to take a break overnight until the morning. You know,
That's why,
in case things showed up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's
again.
why the Trump team had a bunch of lawyers go down there and fucking.
Yeah,
force
they
them to
said
basically
they
say,
said
hey,
no.
you
We will
can't do
sue
that.
100% sue to fucking get this done, and
Yeah,
you guys will
yeah.
go to jail.
Uh-huh.
The other thing that look, I don't know that I believe that the 2020 election was stolen, but if you look at the elections over the last
statistics
5
of it,
elections,
yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
It is
because it's
the bump
literally
in numbers
well,
that happens.
You
like in
look at the election numbers for the Democrats each time; it's roughly the same, right?
4.6, 4.5, 4.
No,
and then you got
67 million, 68 million.
Yeah.
Like it's roughly the same all the way across. The Republicans, it's pretty close to the same all the way across too, except in 2020, where I mean, sure, Trump got a little bit more, but Biden
spike.
goes fucking he more popular than Obama. How?
Yeah.
Obama was super popular.
He
They
was
did
huge,
slander the shit
yeah.
out of Trump through that whole campaign. A lot worse than they did on this
And
one.
the one thing I will say that could throw a
And
wrench into that
COVID
whole thing was
fucked up a lot.
COVID.
Yeah, that fucked
because
up a
now you
lot.
got a
I
lot
think
more
that
people
that-
that are sitting at
yeah.
home, and people that may not have voted before, but they don't have a job
Well,
right now.
and that's why when the Democrats
So
went out and did a
that's
lot
why
of
it is
ballot
possible.
harvesting during 2020, and because everyone was stuck at home, they were able to get a lot more ballots through that.
That's the only place where I could say that. Okay, yeah, maybe but like I said, it does raise questions.
Oh, absolutely. it
Regardless,
does. It
regardless
does.
of what the outcome is. So now just
Yeah.
throw that away, and I do think that what Trump said on Joe Rogan's interview does hold weight. The whole having the FBI and the government work to keep the Hunter laptop story
Yes,
out
yes.
of all social media
Absolutely.
by having the FBI threaten
Russian,
Facebook.
Russian disinformation,
That-
or whatever they call
the,
it.
No, the Russiagate.
Yeah.
Russiagate.
Right.
The media ran with that for 2 years,
Yeah.
and then they found no fucking evidence
Right.
to
Well,
it,
well, also,
and all of
no.
a sudden it disappeared.
Well, no, and the news,
no retraction.
Well, and the news was saying the Hunter Biden stuff was Russian disinformation.
Yeah.
That, but they also Russiagate. Russiagate. They
Yeah,
literally
right,
ran that
right.
the first fucking 2 years of his presidency.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely.
Hillary's
And then once,
doing, wasn't it?
once the yeah,
They did
actually,
the Mueller investigation, and
once-
they found nothing.
And once
nothing at all.
Mueller said that, hey, look, there is zero evidence that any of that happened.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
Yeah.
And no retractions. Nobody going, no Rachel Maddow coming out and going, oops.
No, they just moved on to the next thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
No news company is going to admit their own fault.
Yeah, they do, though. That's the thing. They do.
A reputable one does,
yes,
yeah.
News sources
They're supposed
do
to.
go and go, look, we got this story wrong. But it's tough to say that I got the story wrong for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened with COVID. When new evidence started coming out about COVID, and they started actually allowing the evidence that was already out, they just were suppressing it because we haven't made our money for Pfizer yet. That went away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the evidence
It
started
always does.
Well, when the evidence started showing up that it was the Wuhan laboratory,
Yeah,
the novel coronavirus
and not
laboratory,
the wet market down the street from the laboratory.
Yeah, what Jon Stewart pointed out. Yeah.
Jon Stewart's fucking thing was so brilliant.
Yeah.
Him going, I don't know if you'd heard that in Hershey, Pennsylvania, a chocolate spill happened. Sure, it could be the kid down the street, but it's probably the factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Colbert on.
Well, Colbert
pins and
tried
needles
to
whole-
stop
yeah,
him,
so-
and then
all right,
Jon Stewart finally just stood up so he couldn't fucking touch him or anything, and kept going.
Right.
And look, I've always liked Jon Stewart.
Oh, I have too.
Regardless
I think
of what I agree with him or not.
Yeah. Over the years, he's kind
He'll point it out. He'll point it out.
He points out.
Yeah.
No, that's what I liked about the Daily Show. Was one of my favorite things to watch because he would make fun of both left and right.
Well, he's still back on the Daily Show now, and he actually did talk about this election and everything, talking about everything that the fucking Democrats did wrong, and he's like,
but they're still doing it. That's the
oh,
thing.
I know they are.
After it happened, they're still coming out and saying, no, this was definitely sexism and it was definitely racism.
Absolutely,
and you're like, are you guys not getting it that this is why
This
people are voting
is
against
the
you?
reason, yeah,
that you
yeah.
guys saying that everything is racism, everyone's Hitler,
Yeah.
everyone is a fucking fascist. That's why people vote against you.
Yeah.
Well, it helped getting the whole Amish community vote for him, too.
Damn right it did.
Isn't that wild?
That is pretty crazy. I mean, that's all Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the Amish country is Pennsylvania.
Where did that come from? Apparently they had.
No, it was people, Scott Pressler and his team down
Yeah,
there in
a
Pennsylvania.
team went down there and it's like, look, he's the reason you guys are getting fucked over so much.
They literally bought a house down there in Pennsylvania just so they could have a home base to fucking just go out and rock the vote, and get all these people all over registered
brilliant.
and everything. Yeah, dude, it worked out great.
Yeah.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
The other thing that's wild that I saw too is actually somebody that made sense on the left leaning and made sense on it. There, someone who goes, yeah, I heard someone say we need our own Joe Rogan.
I heard that.
And no, but the lady goes, we had our Joe Rogan. He was a Bernie voter in 2016.
Yep.
But we pushed Bernie out and we pushed him out.
Exactly. You had all these people.
Only one making sense. The rest of them were like, no, it's definitely sexism or racism.
We need Joe Rogan. Well,
you guys had him. You guys
You
100% had him.
you
Absolutely.
still got him. You just got to go on his show and talk and be honest.
Well, and not go in and fucking just be like, no, I think it's a good idea that we have a 6'2", 240-pound man put on a wig and put some fucking tits on and go and beat the shit out of.
Then go to a girl's locker room and.
Well, not just that, but just go out and play rugby with women.
Yeah.
Well, you
plow
that
over
one
them.
with the boxer, the Olympic
Oh,
boxer.
bring up that one. It's on the Instagram.
And that it was the Olympic boxing event.
So
and
remember
that girl
the
got
Olympic
rocked so hard,
boxer?
and she's like, "I'm done." After
Yeah,
one hit.
the Italian chick that ended up saying, "Look, I'm done. I can't box this person."
Yeah, she got hit once and says, "Nope, I'm not doing it."
So now, a few months after the IBA president is urging Thomas Bach to apologize for gender scandal at the Olympics following the medical documents of Emain Khalif that have now been published. In those medical documents, it now states that this person was born male, has a micro penis, and is just beating the fuck out of women.
Oh my god!
I remember.
Did they have like hormones? Did the hormones thing and all that shit?
Have you looked at the person? No.
Well,
There's
pull up
no way.
Really?
Pull up
Oh,
an
okay,
image
I've
of
never
them. They are. I mean, they
It
very
looks like
masculine.
a dude with a fucking a bun.
So what was the person's name again?
Emain Khalif.
Emain Khalif. Okay.
Yeah.
I man.
Yeah. I could have just left the E off.
No, you're not.
No. Go beat the shit out of all these international women.
But yeah, that was.
Oh, whoa! Really?
You haven't seen this person?
No.
And there's the image of them. Yeah,
That's so obvious it's a guy.
That's what everyone was saying, and I was like, look, I have seen chicks that do look very masculine.
Yeah.
I was like, let's I can't comment too much now that we've got fucking medical proof. Like, it's just a dude beating the shit. I mean, right there, it looks like Kid from Kid and Play. So
the hairstyle.
It totally does, dude.
But the thing is, I mean, like,
an
that's
Olympic
insane
medal.
to me. That's insane to have a dude. I mean, like, now you've got fucking. Oh god damn it! What's his name? Borat. Not Borat, but
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
How is there any question?
Dude, you have obviously you didn't pay attention to it. It was insane.
I did. This is new to me. I didn't
Dude,
know about
it
this.
was insane.
Yeah.
So this person, like the Italian chick that was boxing him, fucking took one punch and said, "I'm done. I'm done.
Really?
I've never been hit this hard in my life.
Yeah.
In my life." And this is a person that's been boxing since she was a child. Right?
Very well, too, to make
Yes.
it all the way to the Olympics for a gold medal.
Yeah, and it's not like she came out of a country that has 3 people and she just happened to be like Australia and fucking breakdancing.
Yeah.
Not like that.
That was a joke.
But so she got hit once, and it became a huge story at the time because she was like, "Look, I'm not going to be boxing a guy."
Yeah.
Right.
And the media said this isn't a guy. This person was born a
Yes.
female.
And this
we have
person
the
is
documents and
100%
everything
female.
of the show.
This person had already had titles stripped in other boxing circuits,
Really?
because of medical testing. Right?
Whoa.
But those medical tests weren't disclosed to anybody, so they couldn't fucking get on it. And the guy that was that ran that place was like, "No, this is bullshit. This person shouldn't be boxing it." Finally released all that stuff.
Holy
And
shit.
they don't have the fucking
So
medical
a man
act over
won
there.
a woman a medal in women's boxing.
Yeah,
That's so
look,
ridiculous.
a man won Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
So
And that's-
So ridiculous.
look, we are good at things.
There was
Tim.
a point that I had back that I thought about earlier, though, like how girls are losing out on opportunities for scholarships because of men.
Yep.
Which is, to be really sexist, a good thing. That gets them back in the kitchen and doing more important things, like having children. So, and that way, I can support the whole trans movement.
Yeah, that's true.
To get men back in where
Well,
where
just
they belong,
imagine
and
a-
women back to where they belong.
Just imagine if we did go
Come in
hey,
full circle.
Just imagine if we did say, look, like everyone just plays with each other all throughout college, all the way into pros, and you just be like, okay, but yeah, we're just gonna have 2 men's leagues for every sport. That's how it will end up.
Yeah.
Every
pretty
fucking
much.
time. I'm
Pretty-
not.
yeah,
Look,
yeah, it will.
I know that's going to sound sexist, but it's 100% true.
But-
Ronda Rousey was not going to beat the shit out of dudes her weight.
No, there's no
fuck
That's
possibility.
not going to happen.
No,
Even
it's
the
not
tennis
gonna
player,
happen.
what's her name? Was like, yeah, a dude would.
Serena Williams.
Yeah, Serena
Yeah,
was like, a
yeah.
man would kick my ass.
Yeah.
Well, look, they did that in the 70s. They had the guy that was ranked like 230th
Yeah.
against what was her name?
I don't remember her
See if you
name.
can find that 70s 70s tennis challenge, man versus woman.
Nina
pro?
Yarkova.
No, just making up names.
Yeah, sounds good though, doesn't it?
Tennis challenge, man woman.
So that's how I can support the trans movement. That's my standing on that. Is by all means, man, transition and let's get women back in the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean that's what Battle of the Sexes right there.
Back to making babies
When
for us.
Billy beat Bobby, it was
You could click on
Billie
it.
Jean King.
Yeah.
And self-proclaimed male chauvinist Bobby Riggs.
So she ended up, but she faced like the 230th ranked guy, right?
Yeah.
On the most extreme aspects of it, the men are always going to win in all these sports. Always. On the most extreme, like the top man versus the top woman in any weight division, the top man's going to win 99.9% of the time. That's just the way it's going to go.
Yeah.
Now, if you have chess, that's a different game. You could do chess.
Yeah.
You
Well, it's a
know.
battle of wits and all that.
Yeah, I mean, those types of things, no problem.
But there was even pool, like table pool.
Yeah.
Where a trans person went and played a female, and the female found out they were trans and literally was like, well, I'm not going to play. And it's, you know what?
I feel it's their right.
That's what you should do. If you don't want to, okay, I'm not playing against this person. I respectfully bow out.
Yeah, and I think that should be fine. I don't think that
Shook their hand and walked away.
I don't think that someone now pool is a little different. It's not really. It's not about strength. It's more
Exactly.
technique.
Right.
It's more technique than
I would
anything.
agree with that.
But when it comes to like football, basketball,
Boxing,
baseball,
the more physical sports,
UFC.
Yeah.
I don't think Dana White. I mean, unless Dana White decides, we're just gonna have a trans division, which I could see him going, yeah, fuck it, let's do that.
If it makes some money, why not?
And I could see, okay, if there's a trans division in these sports, that's fine.
You can't make a trans division.
You can make a transmission
because trans individuals consider themselves that
it doesn't
gender.
matter. It doesn't matter what they consider themselves.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, they won't play a
and
trans
that's fine.
league.
Biologically, they're
goodbye.
not.
That's why I said there won't be a trans league.
That's not
because
true.
Trans people typically won't play it. No, I'm not playing in a trans league because I'm not a trans
No, it's
individual.
just what it is. It's just dudes
Then
who
you ain't
figured out a
gonna
way to fucking hack the system.
Exactly. I mean,
for the most part. Now, I will say that there's definitely going to be some within that are like, no, they really have that. But I don't think Leah Thomas.
I was just gonna say Leah
the
Thomas.
swimmer?
Yeah.
Well, here's the fucked up thing: Leah Thomas and the other chick tied in a fucking event.
Good
and
for her.
Yeah.
And they said to the other chick, they said, "Hey, Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines."
Yeah.
They said to Riley Gaines, they said, "Look, because this is a bigger story, we're giving it to her."
Yes.
Ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she couldn't put up any fuss about it because you lose your scholarship.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Just fucked
you
up.
cannot argue against it.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it's
that
ridiculous.
changes with this upcoming campaign.
It is. I think it is changing already.
Well, we're pretty far in. Let's end with that one thing I showed you.
Oh yes, yes.
Which is hilarious.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found this thing. It's more of a visual, so if you're watching, great, you'll see this. But it's
Oh boy.
listed as lesbians on dating apps.
It's a bunch of dudes.
It looks like Tim Dillon.
He kind of looked like Tim Dillon. Oh my God!
Count
These
Dracula.
look like pedophiles, dude.
Yeah. Look at these people.
Oh my gosh.
They're a bunch
So
of
these are
dudes.
men that are dressing up as women in order to date other women.
No, they might be thinking that they're women.
Looking for lesbians.
Yeah. Okay, it's going back through.
Holy
Anyway, I figured
shit.
we'd end on that. I thought it was funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? That these people think that that's gonna fucking sell. Anyway.
Hey, who knows? Maybe it will. It's a weird world.
Crazy. Anyway, thank you for listening or watching or however you consume this nonsense. Yeah. Join us next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.